Welcome back to the lunch table, food for thought. I'm Nico Blitz. Make sure you hit that subscribe button at the bottom left-hand corner, and you can hear my voice on all these streaming platforms, man. My next guest, we feeling very Bay Area in LA right now.
Know,
Rayven
man.
Justice in the building, man. What's poppin'?
You know I had to slide through on you real quick.
For sure, bro.
Come on, dog.
And I think we met, I don't know, I want to say maybe like a year and a half ago over at Real 92.3.
Exactly.
And what's funny was that, like, I only recognized you by your song, not necessarily by your face. So when you were like Rayven Justice, I was like, oh, shit, slide through.
Ding, But, I mean, yeah, I get that a lot. You know what I'm saying? For the longest I've been working on my marketing and promo stuff and, trying to build that up bigger so people can start putting the face with the music. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But to me, it's still dope enough just to say my name and then somebody recognize it. To me, that's still a spark to me in my head. So it'll never get old.
Because that's something that doesn't necessarily gravitate toward a lot of people. Like, I could say like anybody's name and then it won't be as recognizable. But like, especially for yourself, I remember back in like 2014, even like way back then, like listening to your music, like your music was one of those staples for turf dancing.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean? Which also started in East Oakland.
You know that. Come on, you already know what we talking about. We represent around here. Shout out to the tail. You feel me? But yeah, man, I just been grinding it out, bro, for a long time. Just want to shout out to all my supporters, all my day ones, for continuous rocking with me. You feel me? The work ain't gonna stop. You feel me? I'm working. I'm in grind mode right now. You feel me?
Yeah, you got Eastside Oakland out right now too.
The album out right now. Bro, you feel me? If you ain't got
slaps front to back.
Come on, 14 bangers on that thing.
Bro, let me just go through like everything you got on this album too, bro.
Talk to him.
14 tracks, man. First of all, starts off with that Oakland intro where you kind of just introduce to the world, like, why Oakland is what it is.
Exactly.
And then you got Kalen 2 for real, T-Fly,
shout out.
legendary Clyde Carson, Too Short, Sue, Pac-Man.
All the brodies, man. Shout out to all my folks,
bro.
man.
And, I want to say personally, I think my favorite song is probably Chauffeur.
Chauffeur?
Yeah,
Hell
with
yeah,
Derek
man.
King and Cool John, because it just brought so much of that youth out of me. Like, it just felt so Bay Area to me, bro. And I was going crazy with that shit,
That's
bro.
one of the ones for real. Shout out to Derek King and Cool John for joining me on that one. Them both my guys came a long way. Shout out Derek King. He doing his thing right now. He doing his thing on the Summer Jam and radio booming. Cool John continuously doing his thing. Shout out to Smop, HBK gang, all them guys over there, my homies for real.
So how'd that record come together? Because those are like, you yourself, Derek King, and also Cool John are like three Bay Area heavy hitters.
Right. Well, I've been working with Cool John for a while now. That's been my bro for a minute. Derek King, that's a little bro, been my bro for a minute. I did the record in LA actually. Shout out to my partner Scorp Diesel on the beat. I did the hook. I sat on it for a while, honestly. And at first I was like pitching it, trying to see, if somebody else probably wanted the record, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then when I got into that album mode, I was like, this is a hit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just finish this one on up. I'm going to contact little bro, Derek King, see what he on. I sent it over. He played it on his live. And then, I seen his fans. They was like, who was that? What's that?
They're going
and he
crazy
was like,
for it.
This Rayven.
Yeah.
I think that, really solidified it to him. And he was like, I'm going to just jump on this. It's fire. Boom. Knocked it out for me. Cool John, of course, you know what I'm saying? He heard it. I went to his crib and played it to him. And he was just like, oh, yeah, this is slap.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, I need you on this. And he just knocked it out. You know what I'm saying? This is all love, man.
What's your favorite record on the album?
I've been told that question actually a lot. It's really hard to say because I feel like all the songs are like all my babies.
And it kind of just like changes every day, huh?
It's a mood
You got
change.
14 babies to work with.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a joint on there that's it came from the soul. I had a brother that got murdered. You know what I'm saying? And I did a song with Pac-Man, RP Nip, all those guys over there in his camp. And I thought about Pac-Man. I was like, he just lost a brother. I know what that feel like to lose a brother.
Wow.
And I just put the song together. The song is called Waterfall. And it's like, again, like I said, it's songs like that's on there. I was just like, it's hard just to say, because that's a sad song. You feel me? It's something that came from, something that touches me in a deeper realm of things.
Yeah,
I lost my little bro, so it's just his own kind of vibe. And then you got Chauffeur, you know what I'm saying? That's some turned up, you know what I mean? Hey, hyphy,
hear that
you
shit in
go
the club.
crazy.
Shit,
Yeah,
I got like
you
a
feel
club I'm doing tonight. I'll slap that shit if you got it.
See
Only if you got it, though. You got to send it to me like immediately after this shit.
I got you. You ain't got to say less. You feel me? I got you.
Yeah.
Trust me. But it's just so many vibes to choose from. It's just hard to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've actually asked, people that I'm close with, give me your top 5. Like I want to know your top 5.
Yeah.
And even that is hard for people to even do.
Well, shit, man. Like, I'll tell Taylor, because then me and Taylor were listening to the album right beforehand, and she really likes Do Too Much.
Oh, yeah.
I think because she likes the familiarity of, like, the sample and whatnot.
Shout out to Mia.
And I was telling her, too, like, it's such a Bay Area thing to grab, like, an R&B sample and just flip it,
that
bro.
thing. You know that. You know how we be flipping things and tearing it up. But nah, I was just, the story behind that, I was just, in my whip one day riding around Oakland, and I was listening to Pandora. You know what I'm saying? I'm born in the 90s, so I'm a 90s baby. And, the song came on. Shout out to Mia. You know what I'm saying? She's a legend. And, as soon as it came on, I just started thinking about so many things in my past childhood days. And I was like, I feel like, if I feel like this, it may be a lot of other people that feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it'd be dope if I flip this. And I immediately hit up the guy that produced it. Shout out Link Up. Hit him up, sent him the link to the original. I was like, bro, flip this. You feel me? I'm like, speed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Add that slap to it. You know what I'm saying? So it can make the the trunk rattle.
Yeah, bro. And then for everybody who listens to it, they're gonna think like that shit's so original. But like, whenever I see samples being produced so well in hip hop, it kind of keeps the legacy of the original song alive.
Exactly. And I always go by once a hit is always a hit. You know what I'm saying? If it was, come on, man.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
If it was a hit to us when we was little kids and we didn't know nothing really about life and it transited into our brains and souls and we still love it and we in adults now, I was like, it could still work now.
Yeah, man.
And then it was a female song. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, that's the female perspective. I feel like it'd be dope if I made a male perspective.
Yeah, dude. I remember when Wiz Khalifa came out with a record. I think it was like Roll Up. And then some female came out. I forgot what her name is, but she did like a female perspective to it. And, I think it's a good thing to keep. I mean, it's another thing that really keeps the culture moving forward and, keeps that song alive. I want